Picture this: a young man fresh out of university, brimming with ambition, yet faced with the cruel realities of life. A promising graduate, full of potential, stepping into the world with dreams as big as the sky. His journey, however, was not the smooth sailing he'd envisioned. No, this was a path paved with rejection letters and failed interviews, each one a harsh reminder of his seemingly fading hopes. He was a ship in a stormy sea, battered by wave after wave of disappointment. The world, it seemed, was a much harsher place than the protective cocoon of academia had led him to believe. The bright-eyed optimism started to fade. The weight of the world began to press down on his shoulders, and the light at the end of the tunnel seemed to flicker and dim. His heart, once full of hope and dreams, was now heavy with despair. The continuous cycle of failure and rejection was like a whirlpool, pulling him deeper into a sea of depression and hopelessness. But then, in the midst of the storm, a beacon of light appeared. An inner voice spoke, whispering words of encouragement and strength. It was the voice of patience and self-control, urging him to hold on, to keep fighting, to never give up. It reminded him that the darkest hour is just before the dawn, that success is often born out of struggle. He listened, he held on. He channeled his energy into patience, understanding that the journey to success is not a sprint, but a marathon. He learned to control his emotions, to not let the rejections and failures define him. He discovered that his struggles were not a sign of weakness, but a test of his resilience. And so, he persevered. Each failure became a stepping stone, each rejection a lesson learned. He continued to push forward, to strive, to dream, and eventually he found success. Not the overnight kind, but the kind that is earned through sweat, tears, and a relentless spirit. But remember, this is not a tale of sorrow, but one of triumph through persistence. So, what exactly is patience, and why is it so powerful? Let's think about patience for a moment. Patience is often seen as a passive act, a simple pause in the face of life's challenges. But it's much more than that. Patience is a journey, a conscious decision to endure, to persist, even when the odds seem stacked against us. It's a silent strength, a quiet resilience that whispers, "Hold on, better days are coming." It's easy to mistake patience for inactivity, to see it as just waiting for things to happen. But that's a misconception. Patience is not about waiting idly. It's about actively enduring. It's about standing tall in the face of adversity, holding on to hope when things seem bleak, and persisting when it would be easier to give up. Patience is a shield, a protective barrier against the storms of life. It's the ability to remain calm and composed even when the world around us is in chaos. It's the power to keep going, to keep trying, even when it feels like we're running out of strength. But why is patience so important? Why should we cultivate this virtue? The answer is simple: because life is unpredictable. There will be times when things don't go as planned, when we feel lost and overwhelmed. And it's in these moments that patience becomes our guide, our compass, leading us through the darkness towards the light at the end of the tunnel. Patience allows us to take a step back, to see the bigger picture. It gives us the ability to see beyond the immediate struggles, to understand that every challenge is an opportunity for growth. It teaches us that success is not a destination, but a journey. And like any journey, it requires time, effort, and yes, patience. So you see, patience is more than just a virtue. It's a tool, a weapon even, that we can use to overcome personal struggles. It's the key to unlocking our potential, to becoming the best versions of ourselves. Patience, then, becomes not just a virtue, but a weapon against life's adversities. Now, how does one cultivate this powerful virtue, you might be wondering? The answer is simpler than you might think, and it starts with 3 fundamental principles: practicing mindfulness, setting realistic expectations, and developing a resilient mindset. Let's start with mindfulness. It's a term that's been thrown around a lot these days, but what does it really mean? Mindfulness is about being present in the moment, focusing on the here and now rather than ruminating on the past or worrying about the future. This can be as simple as taking a few deep breaths when you're feeling stressed, or taking a moment to appreciate the beauty of a sunset. Practicing mindfulness allows us to slow down, take a step back, and respond to situations with patience and calm, rather than reacting impulsively. The second principle is setting realistic expectations. We often become impatient when things don't go according to plan or when people don't behave the way we want them to. But life is unpredictable and people are complex. By setting realistic expectations, we can reduce our frustration and increase our patience. This doesn't mean lowering our standards or accepting mediocrity. It simply means understanding that things might not always go our way, and that's okay. Finally, developing a resilient mindset is key. Resilience is about bouncing back from setbacks, and it's a quality that goes hand in hand with patience. When we're resilient, we're able to face challenges with a positive attitude, and we're less likely to give up when things get tough. We can cultivate resilience by focusing on our strengths, embracing change, and viewing obstacles as opportunities for growth. Applying these principles in everyday life might seem challenging, but remember, practice makes perfect. Start small, perhaps by practicing mindfulness for a few minutes each day, or by adjusting your expectations in a specific situation. Over time, these small changes can lead to a significant increase in your level of patience. Remember, cultivating patience is a journey, not a destination. It's about making small, consistent changes and knowing that it's okay to stumble along the way. After all, the road to patience is paved with patience itself. But how do we maintain our mental strength amidst life's storms? Indeed, it can feel like a Herculean task, especially when the skies seem perpetually overcast. But remember, my friends, even the mightiest oak tree sways in the storm, yet it does not break. One of the key strategies for maintaining mental strength is regular physical exercise. It's not about becoming the next Olympic champion, but rather about moving your body, releasing those endorphins and igniting that spark of vitality within you. Walking, jogging, swimming, yoga, or even dancing in your living room, it's your journey, you choose the path. Alongside physical exercise, maintaining a healthy diet plays a crucial role in our mental well-being. You wouldn't put diesel in a petrol car and expect it to run smoothly, would you? Our bodies are our vehicles in this journey of life, and we need to fuel them with the right nutrients. Remember, a balanced diet doesn't mean deprivation, but rather nourishment. Next, let's talk about sleep. Often overlooked, but oh so important. When we sleep, our bodies repair, our minds rest, and we wake up rejuvenated, ready to face a new day. Make your sleep a priority. Create a serene sleep environment, establish a regular sleep schedule, and let your body and mind reap the benefits. Sometimes, despite our best efforts, the storm might feel too overwhelming. It's in these moments that seeking professional help can be a beacon of light. Therapists, counselors, and mental health professionals are lighthouses in the storm, guiding us towards safer shores. Don't hesitate to reach out. It's not a sign of weakness, but rather a testament to your strength and your commitment to your well-being. Lastly, I want to emphasize the importance of self-care in maintaining mental health. It's not selfish to put yourself first, to take time for yourself, to do things that bring you joy and peace. It's essential. Your mental strength is your fortress. Guard it fiercely, because you, my friends, are worth it. So, to recap our discussion today, we've navigated through a journey today, a journey that began with acknowledging the struggles and adversities that life can often throw our way. We delved into a personal story, a testament to the power of patience and self-control. It was a story of weathering the storm, of standing tall in the face of adversity and coming out stronger on the other side. We then ventured into understanding patience, a virtue often underrated. Patience isn't just about waiting, it's about how we behave while we're waiting. It's about maintaining calm, staying composed, and keeping our emotions in check. Next, we discussed the cultivation of patience. It's not an overnight process, but a journey, one that requires practice and perseverance. It's about training your mind to see the good in every situation, to understand that every hurdle is temporary, and that with time things will get better. We also covered how to maintain mental strength amidst life's trials. Mental strength is the backbone of patience. It's about building resilience, developing emotional intelligence, and harnessing the power of positive thinking. It's about understanding that the mind is a powerful tool, and with the right mindset, we can conquer any obstacle that comes our way. To sum it all up, patience and mental strength work hand in hand. Patience allows us to stay calm and composed during challenging times, while mental strength gives us the resilience to weather the storm. Together, they form a formidable duo, a shield against the curveballs that life throws at us. And remember, the personal story we shared today isn't unique. Many of us have faced, are facing, or will face challenges, but it's how we respond to these challenges that defines us. It's the patience and mental strength we exhibit that ultimately determines our triumph over adversity. Remember, you are stronger than your struggles, and with patience and mental strength, you can overcome anything.